Hi, this is my 2005 Acura RL. It's got about 70,000 miles on it. I love the car, but I seem to have a problem with the front driver's seat. There's a slight bump that happens on the seat here. You can see I have this dumb pad here to help out, but there's some sort of protrusion coming here, and it might be because the cushion itself is worn. The car has 70,000 miles on it, so what I'm going to do is put in this new cushion. Got this at online for $99, and we're going to go through the process of putting that in the driver's seat. Okay, so I've moved the seat all the way up, and now we're going to take off what's called this anchor piece right here to get to a bolt. Okay, you can see the anchor bolt. The cover is off. We're going to take that off. Okay, I used a 14 millimeter and I've loosened the bolt. You can now remove the bolt. You notice this little tab right here fits into those two slots right there. Okay, so I've moved the seat back halfway on the position and moved it all the way up, or lifted the seat. And we're going to take the bolts here so that we can remove the seat and get access to it. I've been using this KTC trim tool to take these off. They're lodged on pretty tightly, actually, through these tabs right here. You can push in underneath the end here to pop it right off. Okay, we got both bolts out. The one on the right was a little difficult. You can see it's a bit rusted there. You try to lubricate it, and you can actually see right through the car, which is kind of cool. And then this one's out as well. You can also see that I can also lift this seat up, but we got two other bolts in the front, so I have to slide this back to get access to those bolts up front. Okay, we got both bolts removed of the seat now. So now we need to lift it up and disconnect the wiring. So before I can disconnect the electrical on the seat, the manual says to disconnect the battery cable, and it's most likely because there's some capacitors in the seat motors that need to dissipate. They also want to wait for 3 minutes after you disconnect it before you remove the seat. Okay, I lifted up the seat, and you can see here these three cables connect to this electrical conduit, and they have to be popped. And once that occurs, we can hopefully carefully get it out of the car. Okay, here's our seat. I've removed it from the car. I did this myself, but it was a fairly heavy seat, so I recommend two people next time. I'm going to bring this into my shop so I can work on it there. Okay, got my seat here in our shop, so I can hopefully pull off the cover and replace the cushion. Of course, I have my trusty Acura 2005 service manual to go with it. Okay, we got a screw here. And on the other side it has to be removed. Okay, I got this screw off. There's a couple clips right here that had to just simply be popped off this metal flange. And then we have these two nasty little fasteners here, and you have to actually pry this up and lift this up at the same time to remove. Okay, the cover is off, can see the two clips had to be unlatched there. Okay, as you can see here, I've turned the seat on its side on top of a cloth, and we have to get this screw out and then remove this panel and all the tabs so we can get access to the cover. Okay, there are two tabs inside this side cover that were very hard to get out, and now I did get them out. You can see I can actually lift this off the seat, but before we do that, there is an electrical connection we have to detach right there. You can see I'm going to disconnect this connector right now. We have another one here. Okay, here's our cover. There were these clips in the back that you had to detach. Now we have access to the cushion and the seat. Okay, now we have to remove this cover, and there were 3 tabs that hold that on. Okay, this one was difficult as well. So this cover came off, and you can see there's a clip here and here, and then a hook over here. So again, here and here and here. I am taking this clip off from the bottom of the seat. Okay, now we have the panels off. We're going to have to take these bolts, either side, off. Of course, these fabric. Will come off. And then we have to disconnect the rest of the cables here because those come up with the seat back. Rather than take the seat back off, I'm going to just work my way around here because I believe I can take the cover off, and then there are some wires that need to be disconnected, and I should be able to get access to the cushion. Okay, I don't want to lose the position of these clips, so this clip was on this bar right here, is this as well. This was attached right underneath this flange. We have another one that has to be removed. One more. We have underneath here as well. Okay, as you can see, I've started to peel the cover back. And we have these little clips here. And I believe they're in the center as well. We can reuse them. I'm going to spread them apart and take them out and take the cover off. Okay, I have the cover partially off. You can see the wire clips that had to be unwound a bit to remove from the plastic lining here. And then I have a couple more holding in the middle seat together. Looks like I will have to take off the seat back. I disconnected the airbag sensor. And down here in the bottom, these two connect to the back seat back, and then we thread this through. We're going to have to cut some wire connectors, and I'll let that back seat come off. Okay, I removed this fabric from this bolt. I'm going to take these 2 bolts here, and on the other side to remove the seat. Okay, the seat back is off. You can see the 2 cables that have to be pulled through either side of here, and now we have complete access to the cushion. We also have underneath the front of the seat 4 clips and that white band there that have to be removed. Okay, last 3 clips left inside here. This is the seat heater, which pulls out of this fold right here. Then it's tucked underneath here, and I'm going to remove these clips first. Okay, I have most of the clips off, but we have to take the heater off this seat, this fastener here, and this whole cushion should lift up. Okay, almost there. This fabric is still attached to the seat. So these two pins, this pin have to also come out. Well, as you can see, the cushion is off, but we got one problem. We got the heater pad is glued onto this foam here, so I'm going to have to be very careful to take that out without ruining the elements. You actually have to take this screw off here and then pull this little cover out to totally separate the cushion cover. Okay, I'm putting back the cover, the original cover on the new cushion, and the one issue I had is the heater here had some glue on it, so I had to strip off all the foam and re-glue it to the back of the seat cushion. And then I've been reusing the hog rings. As you can see here, I did a pretty good job tightening that one down, but it's tough. I'm using needle nose pliers and I'm straightening them out. I could have got a hog ring. Okay, we're going to now take this flap and use a hog string to secure it between the bolt or the bar that's running between here. And this needs to be real tight. Okay. Get this clip on. Get this clip on. Okay, we have to reattach this back end of the cover to the spring here with some hog clips. Here. Okay, we're ready to put the seat back on to the seat cushion. Everything's fairly snug here. We need to string the side airbag power strip through this socket and the power lumbar support through this one here, and then attach it underneath and secure it. Okay, now we're going to reattach these bolts. I already got one here. Okay, we're going to reattach the 4 bolts. Already put one here, and 2 on the other side. Okay, I've reattached the lumbar support. This is the airbag sensor, and I'm going to use these ties to secure it here, here, and then here as well. Here, here, and here as well. Okay. Remember to put these screws back in. I almost forgot to do that. And then we put this cover back on. Okay, we're going to put this panel, the control panel, back on the side of the chair. We have to make these connections here on the inside. Okay, got our seat on, side panels on. Just gonna carefully bring this back, and we're ready to put this front part on. There's a screw to the left and some clamps on the right. Okay, got the front cover on, cleaned it up a little bit. Panels are on. New cushions on this. Seems to fit pretty well. Not sure if I solved the original issue over here. I guess we'll drive it and figure it out, but it's now time to go into the car again. Okay, I just moved this very heavy chair next to the car. We're going to put it into a now clean section of the car. Put a whole family of Japanese in there.